are. Good evening, everybody. It's September 24th. The time is 6:32 p.m. I'd like to call this Town of Dover Town Board regular meeting to order by asking everybody to please rise and say the pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, are there any public comments, questions on agenda items only? If you do, please approach the podium. Seeing nobody approach the podium, we're going to move on to the next step, required by law. I presented my 2026 tentative budget today to the clerk. And at this time, can I ask her to please hand it out to the board members? Ask that, absolutely. Take one and pass it down. No binders, I'm cutting back. One for you, Tommy. Yep. 0.1%. Yeah.
Use last year's.
So that's the budget. I want to thank everybody who took part in this, every department head, elected officials, especially my office. We sharpened the pencil, and we did a lot of sharpening again today, leading up to this. But take a look at it. Take a look through it. I think you may be surprised. It's a tight budget, but I think it's a fair budget. So we'll look at it, and the special meeting is October 15th. That'll be our first, what we used to call the workshop, but it's a special board meeting. We will be handling any business that needs to be handled that night for the town, and we will be going through the budget, maybe not page by page, but pretty close. So I'd asked the rec director to be here. I've asked Jason to be here if he could, and we'll go through it. Okay? Any questions, any answers I can give you, we'll give you that night. But look through it, come up with some things, some ideas if you see something different. But I think it's a good budget. All right, moving on. Reports to the Recreation Director, Highway Superintendent, and the Building Department. Julie, you want to start us off?
Julie Muncy from Dover Recreation Department. First, I want to thank everyone who sponsored, worked, volunteered, our constables, as well as all our vendors and participants who helped make Dover Community Day 2025 a great success. I'm so proud of my staff, Paula, Sean, Paul, Doty, for all that they put in throughout the year, as well as the week leading up. I want to have a special thank you to Jason and all the highway crew, Billy, Andrew, Brian, Joe, Nick, and Chuck. I think I got them all. For your hard work for the week leading up to Dover Day, as well as Dover Day itself. We couldn't have done it without all your support, and we thank you very much, as well as throughout the year with all the other stuff that they do for us. Mark your calendars, because Dover Day 2026 is on Saturday, September 19th.
Happy anniversary.
Another event coming up very shortly is our trunk or treat, believe it or not, and that's Saturday, October 25th at 1 p.m. at Boyce Park. If you're going to hand out candy, please register your car at our website at doverrecreation.com. We're going to have donuts, cider, pumpkin picking, pumpkin decorating, as well as our senior program, again, is going to do the witches dance, as well as a few other dances for the kids that they thoroughly enjoy.
What time was it again?
For the 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yep. Our fall winter programs, the program flyer is actually out to the schools and the library, as well as the town hall at Astor, a few other places as well. You can pick them up. They went to Wingdale and Dover Elementary, as well as the middle school. We have the cheerleading, we have tennis lessons, adult Zumba, we have a new flag rugby program. Hopefully everybody goes to that. Flag football, kiddie corral, youth volleyball, our Super Tots multi-sport program, and our youth basketball program. You can register for any of those programs at doverrecreation.com. If you have an issue, you can always call the office at 845-832-9168. Our other event for the upcoming year is our Christmas tree lighting and holiday fest. That is Saturday, December 6th. Also, our senior program is always held on Mondays and Thursdays at the American Legion, and we're very excited to have a great season and upcoming events. Any questions?
No, I got something for my report, but I'm going to personally say thank you. It was a great day Saturday.
Yep.
You all did one heck of a job.
Thank you.
And I said it in my post, I think it's the biggest one I've seen crowd-wise.
Yeah.
Last year was pretty big.
Yep.
I think this year was probably a little bigger.
I hope so. Yeah. The
so-
setup was better.
Great job by everybody, but I have some more to say in my report, but good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jason, Superintendent Jason Sartori had another meeting that he had to attend tonight, so we have a report. Tom?
Yes, Jason had to attend another meeting. Ongoing project on Ridge Road, south end. They put in a new pipe and catch basin and repaved the area. Potholes were taken care of on Weebatuck Road, Dual Hollow, Cedar Lane, Berkshire Road, Nellie Hill, and Sand Hill. Repaired the catch basin on Mill Street. Highway Department is in the process of replacing pipe on Wing Avenue and School Street intersection starting September 29th. Still in the process of mowing along the roads. Team is continuing to cut back brush and tree branches hanging out into the roads. Our job fair booth at Dover Day went well. Great job, Julie and Paula and the team. And Jason would like to thank his team for all their hard work and dedication. And I'll go right into my report.
Sure.
Met with Jason 2 times throughout the month, discussed his new hire and ongoing projects in town, mowing, tree trimming, job fair, potholes, and new pipe on Ridge Road. It was good to see people at Dover Day talking to Jason about hires, because we need another man or 2?
Need one.
One more. So anybody's interested, stop by the town hall or town garage and fill out an application. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. We do have a report from the building department. 31 permits were issued for the total of $6,722.50. 26 certificates of compliance were issued, 6 COs, and 9 complaints were taken. Respectfully submitted, Don Anderson, building inspector. Okay. Reports of the supervisor and the town board members. Tom, you have anything else?
No?
You're good?
You're good, thank you.
Councilman Maluta.
I just want to thank Julie again for an amazing Dover Day. I was all over the place, and it was really cool. As everyone could see, the fountain was up and running well. And from the American Legion, the Legion sign should be up and running again by next week sometime. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Jackson.
The library, we're underway with putting in the new air conditioning system, so that came in. They were starting work on there on Tuesday. And the public library also has a book sale coming up October 3rd and 4th. They also wish me to tell people that they're offering a winter coat drive for used and new winter coats in partnership with Dutchess Outreach. They're going to be giving away winter coats on a giveaway day in November. The school is off to a great start this year. The new no cell phone policy. The school library circulation is up 40%. So the school is doing well.
Sounds good. Is that it? Deputy Supervisor Murphy.
Small report, but I think everybody's saying it. Julie, you mentioned it, and just it was another great day. Weather was great, parade was great, fire department, band, football, everybody in the community. It was just hands off. It was well done. On the buildings, on the planning side, another light month. There were no applicants for this month, but we do have our meetings scheduled to come back up in October. So as always, please look forward. Please go to the website. Agendas, meeting, times, everything is posted for everyone to come and enjoy and participate. So that's my report.
Thank you.
You got it.
All right, my report, again, I'll touch on it again, beating a dead horse here, but Dover Day was a great day, and I will have to reiterate a big, giant thank you to all of our staff throughout the entire town, as well as our volunteers. They were there from the start until well after the fireworks. Again, it was a good day. It was a great turnout. The parade went well. I'd like to see some more people involved in that, so hopefully maybe next year we can put the word out again and maybe we can add a few more. But it's always nice to see our local teams, our local kids marching and everything. We all got to talk to so many people that day, answer some questions, so it was a good day overall. So once again, fine job done by everybody involved. Some cooler weather is coming, fall weather is coming, so you can start watching for my weather updates for you and any other updates that need to be put out. You know I will. It's that time of year, so I'll be increasing that as we go along. I do want to mention something. I was told today that last night they did something at the school board meeting last night, and they recognized some young adults, some young men that came upon a serious auto accident 3 weeks ago. They stopped and they assisted, and they helped the man, and they assisted there until emergency services came up. And I want to just say, thank you. They didn't have to, but they stopped, and they cared for a neighbor, we'll say. We're trying to find out how the man is doing for a couple of the parents of the young men that stopped. I'm working on trying to find out how he's doing, but I've been striking out on that. So even our own members of the fire department don't know right now, so I'm working on it. But I want to just say thank you to the guys that stopped and helped that guy out and stayed there and helped until the emergency services showed up. Again, you cared, and that's all that matters. And it was the football team, members of the football team, and some of them were the same members that came out last year and helped us load the trailer for the relief that we did, that staff and elected officials put together here, and they helped us load that trailer last year for Hurricane Helene, I believe, down into North Carolina and Tennessee. So again, thank you guys, much appreciated. Hey, fire department's always looking for members, so come on out, right? But no, good job, thank you very much, and appreciate you showing the caring that you have. Just a brief discussion on the land use regulations that we put out. Talking with Marilyn today, they met with some residents that actually spoke at our last meeting with some concerns and some questions and some opinions, and we're going to the drawing board, correct? We're going to take some of the stuff that they brought. They actually came to the committee meeting, and there were some very valuable points made, and the committee listened to it, and I believe they're gonna go to the drawing the table again and add a few things, and we'll be presented with a new version next month. A new version of what we received already in November. Again, they came to us with some concerns, and I believe you said, it opened some eyes on something maybe we didn't miss, but maybe it needs to be taken up another notch. So one is the amphitheater, things like that. So, hey, we're listening to the people, and that's what we do. All right? So we'll hear from that again in November. We're going to be accepting, I'm going to ask that we put a notice out. We will be accepting letters of interest for both the planning board and the zoning board. I have 2 members of the planning board. One is ending the term this December, and one will be ending the term with, I believe, 2 years left on it come December as well. So we'll definitely be looking for a new member. Okay? And we have 1 seat open on the zoning board. So I would ask that we put that notice out. The 1 member that is on the board that is at the end of the term, he has been asked if he is still interested in staying, but he also has to submit a letter stating that. So it's the same for everybody. So I would ask that we can put that out, and come November timeframe, we'll see where we're at. and December's meeting, and if we have to reappoint or fill, we will, for the new year. And then, as you heard earlier, it is budget time, so October 15th is our first workshop. It is open to the public to sit here and listen. If you want to come and hear what's in that budget, come on and listen, and we'll be going page by page. Okay? Anything else? Everybody good? Yep. Let's move on and go to the resolutions. Keep signing, I got it. We're good. Board members, they were having issues with the monitors, so you should have copies if you want to read along. Okay. Resolution to authorize and approve the consent agenda items. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby approve the following items for consideration and adoption on the September 24th, 2025 Town Board regular meeting consent agenda. Authorize the payment of abstract number 9 of 2025 in the amount of $202,693.61. Accept the minutes of the Town Board regular meeting of August 27th, 2025. Approve the Town Clerk's report for August 2025. Approve the Town Supervisor's financial report for August of 2025. Accept unanticipated revenue, authorize budget transfers, budget amendments, and payment of off-abstract purchase orders as prepared and submitted by the town's bookkeeper. Schedule a public hearing for 2026 Cricket Hill Drainage District assessment. Schedule public hearing for 2026 Mills Drainage District assessment. And authorize submission of a Hudson River Valley Gateway Grant application to update the Dover Stone Church and the Seven Wells Public Conservation Management Plan. I will entertain a motion.
Second.
Motion made by Murphy and seconded by Maluta. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute Civic Plus agenda and meeting management software agreement. Whereas the Town of Dover desires to enter into an agreement with Civic Plus for Town of Dover agenda and meeting management software for a term starting October 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2026 at a cost of $8,625. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize the Town Supervisor to execute an agreement with Civic Plus for the Town of Dover agenda and meeting management software for a term commencing October 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2026, unless further renewed. Do I have a motion? Brought by Murphy, seconded by Jackson. Any discussion?
Question. This is obviously in the budget for next year, posted already?
Yep. Want to add anything, Madam Clerk?
At a reduced cost from what we're paying now.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, we're saving a little. Anybody else? Are you good? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution authorizing supervisor to sign a letter in support of Hudson River Housing Grant application. Whereas the Town of Dover has been requested to issue a letter in support of the Hudson River Housing Incorporated for its planned housing rehabilitation initiative at the High Meadows Co-op in Dover Plains, New York. And whereas the Town of Dover believes this project represents a critical investment in safe, affordable housing for residents of the Dover community. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize the Town Supervisor to draft, sign, and submit a letter of support on behalf of the Hudson River Housing Incorporated in connection with its planned housing rehabilitation initiative at the High Meadow Co-op in Dover Plains, New York, to the New York State Homes and Community Renewal, HCR. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Jackson. Discussion. They are planning on replacing and assisting in replacing and rehabbing 15 units in High Meadows to help out people with need, improving their living situation. So I truly feel this is worth us supporting. It's helping out our own. Any questions? Anything else?
They need us to do anything?
Just sign the letter.
Do the letter.
Yep. The county has reached out to me as well as a representative from Hudson River.
Are they gonna do anything about the roads up there or anything?
As of right now, it's just the living situations. Okay?
Okay.
Anybody else?
Nicely written.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution acknowledging the hiring of a heavy machinery equipment operator. Whereas the Town of Dover Highway Superintendent, Jason Sartori, has informed the Town Board of the Town of Dover of his decision to hire Brian Butts to the vacant position of heavy machine equipment operator in the Town of Dover Highway Department. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby acknowledge the hiring of Brian Butts to the position of heavy machinery equipment operator commencing September 22nd, 2025, at the hourly rate as listed in the current Local 456 IBT adopted contract with the Town of Dover. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Holmes, seconded by Maluta. Any discussion? He comes with highway experience. He's worked for 2 other departments, I believe. Came here for the better chance. So,
Closer to home.
yep, closer to home too, I think, yes.
Welcome aboard.
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution authorizing the payoff of outstanding balance on town highway garage construction project. Whereas on October 25th, 2024, the Town of Dover authorized a bond anticipation note, BAN, from MBT Bank, N.A., in the amount of $240,000 for the Town of Dover Highway Garage Construction Project. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby direct the payoff in full of the ban in the amount of $249,216.67, along with any necessary per diem interest which shall save the Town of Dover future interest payments, and be it further resolved that the payment of this ban shall be made from budgeted appropriations and unanticipated revenue. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Holmes, seconded by Jackson.
Moved.
There's another one right after this. We'll have a discussion, and I'll explain both of them. Is that okay? All right? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution authorizing the payoff of outstanding balance on town highway remediation project. Whereas on October 29th of 2020, the Town of Dover authorized a bond anticipation note, a BAN, from MBT Bank, N.A., in the amount of $178,307 for the Town of Dover Highway Remediation Project. And now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby direct the payoff in full of the ban in the amount of $108,243.50, along with any necessary per diem interest which shall save the Town of Dover future interest payments. And be it further resolved that the payment of this ban shall be made from budgeted appropriations and unanticipated revenue. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluta. Discussion. So I'm going to combine it, even though the other one's approved. These 2 payoffs are the bans that we've been carrying for as long as I've been in supervisor. The remediation was done before I took over in 2020. The garage was done under us in the last 5.5 years, okay? So we refied, remember? That's why you don't see the date being before 2020. The October 2020 is when we refied for a lower interest rate to save money. So recently, we've come into a windfall through mortgage tax, but we have been planning to do this, at least one of them, a year for the last 2 years. We paid off one last year, remember? The year before, we did some changes so we could pay it off. We've been planning for the following year to pay them off. Well, this was planned for next year, possibly. Because of the windfall due to the mortgage tax that we just received from a major sale in the town of Dover, myself, my office, we feel that this is done. With paying these two off, we will be saving almost $75,000 out of the budget, which is half of the increase for Northern Dutchess Paramedics contract. This is why I feel we should make this move. It gets us closer to that increase, which gets it better for the budget and better for the taxpayer instead of having that big increase. We're taking care of this because we have the funds to do it. Does everybody understand that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. We'll discuss some other things at future meetings. I'll be better prepared to present some things because of that mortgage tax, probably the next month, the 15th, the next meeting, I mean. But this here is a big step. One of these was left over. We refied to make it a better deal. That was this one. And the one before is one that came up under us, but we have the opportunity, and thank you. A lot of number crunching on this, and we got it done. All right? Any other questions?
What was the number of the savings? 70,
Total budget payments, principal payments and interest was 74,000
74?
something, almost 75K.
and that's over the.
And by
longevity
seeing
of
that, well, by seeing that, and then the $50,000 that I planned for this year in the budget to put towards the NDP, that 75 and the 50 that's already in there gets me to 125, which only means I have to come up with $25,000
yeah.
to pay this year's fee,
Good job.
Nice.
Excellent.
okay?
Mhm.
So, that's
'Cause
why
that's where I
we're,
was going.
that's
Was it
why
over
we're
the
doing,
longevity of the
Yes.
contract, or
Yep.
is it for this year?
no, for what?
For this year?
This year's payment?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
26.
It wasn't over the
No.
longevity of the contract.
No.
It's just for this
It's
year.
going into 26.
Fantastic.
So
Good
the
job.
75 pay saved, the 50 already in the budget from last year to this year, for this year, gets me $25,000 away from what we owe them, and boom,
Dang.
Great job.
Good job.
okay?
Yep.
So that's why we're doing this. Any more discussion? Hearing no further discussion on this resolution, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Thank you very much. Resolution authorizing supervisor to execute parking space agreement. Whereas the town of Dover was contacted by Community-Based Services Incorporated, CBS, requesting a parking space for the parking of CBS's van at Boyce Park to allow CBS to better serve the Dover and surrounding communities. And whereas Julie Muncy, Town of Dover Recreation Director, has advised the town board of no objections to the parking of CBS van at Boyce Park. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the town supervisor to execute a parking agreement with Community Board Services Incorporated to allow the parking of a van at Boyce Park, subject to the terms of the agreement and subject to review and acceptance of the required insurance certificates in favor of the town of Dover. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Holmes. Any discussion? Julie, thank you for the research work. Katie for spotting I didn't even catch the Dover Plains thing. So, and, yeah, I didn't even saw it. I read it. And Tommy, thank you as well for researching that as well for us. We're all set, right?
Yep.
We're going to sign it and we're good. Okay, if it's approved. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. At this time, are there any public comments? Anybody have any comments or questions to be answered? Please approach the podium. Seeing nobody approaching the podium. Upcoming meetings. As I said already, there'll be a special town board meeting on Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. This meeting includes the 2026 budget discussion and other town business as needed. Regular town board meeting on Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. We will probably have further discussion of the budget. Special town board meeting on Wednesday, November 5th. This will be the 2026 town budget public hearing and other town business as needed. The public hearing for the budget is the 5th. And then a special board meeting, because it's a week earlier, special town board meeting on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. This meeting will include the adoption of the 2026 town budget and regular town business. The reason it's a week earlier is because by law, I have to have the budget approved and voted on or before the date of November 20th. And the 19th falls on a Wednesday, and a week later is actually the night before Thanksgiving. So we will not do that. Is that to be read, or are we good?
I don't know, do you want to mention that?
Town of Dover Historical Society launches a new 6-banner traveling exhibit, The Old Upper Road in Dover During the Revolution, Clove Road Entrapment, Morehouse Tavern, Scotticoke Village. The exhibit is funded by Dutchess County. Come take a virtual walk with us along the Old Upper Road, travel back into time, and hear our stories. French officers Rochambeau and de Chastellux, Elder Waldo and Elliott family in George Washington's Army, Colonel Andrew Morehouse and Patriot spy Enoch Crosby, the Morehouse Tavern at the sign of the Black Horse, Alexander Hamilton's 2 letters from George Washington, mysterious origins in the Scotticoke Village. Your guides will be town historian Valerie LaRobediere, Sachem Robert Iwanawa Bergen of the Scotticoke First Nations, known locally as Sachem Hawk Storm. October 18th from 1 to 3 here at the Dover Town Hall. Mingle and enjoy, free event and refreshments, family friendly. Registration is required, so we'll be posting this on our website, and we'll be hanging it here at the Town Hall. There is a Q code on the bottom that you can scan in and say that you'd like to be here that day on the 18th of October from 1 to 3 right here at the Town Hall. That is, it's leading into certain events. It's history of your town, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're interested, stop in. Anything else? No? At this time, I'll make the motion to enter into an executive session and not return to the dais to discuss litigation. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by myself, seconded by Deputy Supervisor Murphy to enter into an executive session to discuss litigation and not return to the dais. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We're in executive session. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.